So this was definitely one of those diamond in the rough type of movies. I rented it on a whim a few years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I'm just excited for this one, so let's get into it. Happy Death Day follows college student Tree Gelbman, who must relive the day of her murder over and over again in a loop that only ends when she discovers her killer's true identity. Now, one of the things that I really loved about this movie is that even though you know the killer is coming for her, every scene still feels fresh and exciting. And I think the reason for that is because you can't see past her perspective. Just as the viewer, we can't know more than she knows. And it's almost like you're stuck in the driver's seat the entire time. Something else that I really loved about this movie just while watching it is that, while you have just this crazy situation with the killer going around taking people out, there's all these kind of random little funny moments sprinkled throughout the movie, kind of intertwined with all the madness and the stabbings and all that. And I just really enjoyed that about the movie. And I thought it just gave everything a fun feeling to it overall. So again, there's this kind of funny, kind of lighthearted kind of vibe in the movie, but it's also kind of intertwined, with this killer trying to take this woman out in any way possible. And just something that I just really enjoyed about this movie is that I liked feeling on edge, but not scared. You know what I mean? Like when I saw the trailer for The Grudge 2, I was like a little kid that went to the theater. I was seeing a random movie, but I saw the Grudge 2 trailer that came up. It was terrifying, like jump scares, everything. Like probably one of the scariest trailers I've ever seen. And so with this movie, I really appreciated that, while there was those suspenseful moments in the film, it was still a light kind of vibe to it. It was something where I just wanted to keep watching. I wasn't like terrified while watching it. And so that's something that I just appreciated about this movie. The movie's exciting, but you're not gonna piss your pants. Like, and that's a relief. No pun intended. Now, something that I really just loved about this movie that I hadn't really seen in a lot of, movies like this where there's like a killer stabbing people is the use of cool looking camera angles and shots. I'm a big, visual guy when it comes to movies, and I just, love just looking at how the camera moves and the different cool shots that the director chooses to use. I thought this was a real cool looking scene. So I thought this movie was just all around excellent. It's like funny, but also like suspenseful at the same time. And I just loved it from beginning to end. Now, there's quite a few clips that I'm leaving out just because I don't want to spoil who the killer is. But again, the movie, it's just a wild, entertaining ride. And it's also just done so well, so I just highly recommend watching this if you haven't seen it already. It's just a fun movie.
Welcome to the Pleasure Dome.